Hello class, this is Dr. Locke. This is another Inventor tutorial, and today I would like to talk to you a little bit about how you create a project. The projects command up on the ribbon is on the launch panel. So I'm going to create a project by clicking on the projects command. I'm going to create a new one, and we are going to create new single user project. This is pretty much the only thing we do in school because we don't have permission to write on the network that a vault would require, so we use new single user projects. And so I'm going to click next. I'm going to change this to sample project. Typically we would name this something that makes sense. If we're in an activity, we'd name it either the activity 4.2 for instance, or if we're creating things like the button maker project, you create a file name or folder name that would make sense for whatever you're working on, so that you don't end up with a lot of generic names and losing certain files because you're not sure what you named it. If you click next, there's another dialog box that basically just asks you to finish. So we're going to go ahead and click finish here, and then this pop-up box comes up and it says the project path you entered doesn't exist. Should it be created? Hit OK. And now sample project shows up in my project list, and it's checked, which means that now that is the default folder. That's the default project. So anytime I open up Inventor, if I close out Inventor and open it back up, that will be the new project that everything is being created in or saved to, or that I'm opening up. If I want to change the projects, if I want to go back to model creation or mass property analysis, I would double click and that checkbox moves. I can also just select it and hit apply, and it also moves the check. But I'm going to create a file real quick in sample project just to show you how this works. So when I hit new and a standard part, wait for the standard part to come up. Start a new sketch. Doesn't matter what I'm going to create. I'm just going to create a basic sketch here. But I'm going to go ahead and save this. And when I save it, it is going to save it in that sample project. Anytime I try to open anything up now, it will be in that sample project. The other important thing you need to remember is if you're going to make any changes to projects, you pretty much need to be closed out of all of the part files in order to go in here. So if I wanted to change from one project to another, probably have to close out of the other parts and go ahead and double click, select another project to work on if I'm going to create or be creating parts in various projects.